Good day, students. Today we're going to be looking at cross-sectional drawings, right, of a building. And a cross-section shows you the internal parts of a building, right, from the floor, right, floor, subfloor, and foundation. All right, so we're going to see how we're going to draw those internal parts of that building. All right, we also use what is known as a cutting plane line. The cutting plane line is an imaginary line that cuts the building, and we're going to draw it exactly. And today we're going to be looking at that cutting plane line named A. All right, so if we go through that cutting plane line, you would see that it cuts into this wall, it also cuts into this wall, and it cuts into this landing, including the railing, right, on the floor plan. On the roof, right, it cuts into the roof as well, and into the foundation also. So let's draw that now. So first of all, I'm going to align all three plans above each other. So my foundation plan, that is in alignment with my floor plan, that is also in alignment with my roof plan. And I'm going to draw this from wall to wall. So notice, if I come at the end of my column, I'm going to draw a line straight up. It will take me from wall to wall, right? Notice it's not at the end of my roof, but it's actually within those walls. These are hidden detail lines that represent my wall, exactly on my wall. Alright, so it's in alignment. I can do the same thing on the other side just to show you. If I have to draw a line from the end of my column straight up, it should come right up to my hidden detail line that represents my wall. Alright, so I'm going to start off by drawing. I start off by drawing a line that represents my flow. So this line here represents my flow line. Alright, and I'm going to extend the walls. So you cut into this wall. So I'm going to bring up these two lines that represents the thickness of my wall. Because that is where the cutting plane line has passed through. Alright, so I'm going to repeat the same procedure on the other side of my building. All the walls where that cutting plane lines. There are times it passes through 3, 4, 5, 6 walls. Then you bring in all those walls onto the flow. The line that represents the flow level. So I bring in all my walls. Right. Alright, so after I accomplish that, all flow has a thickness. And my flow thickness is 150 millimeters, which is 6 inches in imperial measurement. So I'm going to offset 150 millimeters, enter. This is my thickness of my flow slab. And then I'm going to trim out which I don't want. I'm going to chamfer it, what I don't want. And I'll trim out the excess. Trim out the excess. This is my two walls. Now I want to do my roof. So usually for residential building, the roof is between 18 feet to probably about 22 feet. All right, and if I were to use the calculator, right, I can say 18 multiplied by 300 All right, 18 by 300. So 18 by 300 is going to give us, so 18 feet multiplied by 300 equals to 5,400 millimeters. Right, so I'll be wrong about to say you're going to put our roof height as at 6,000 millimeters. So I'm going to offset 6,000 for my flow. So this is going to be the total height of my roof. All right. I'm also going to offset 3,000. Usually your roof is about 3,000. Comes down to that sloping distance to 3,000, right? Which is equivalent to about 10 feet. So I'm going to offset 3,012 millimeters from my flow. And this gives me my distance, my sloping distance of my roof. Right? Now this new line here, I'm going to treat this new line as my fascia board. My fascia board, that is where the guttering system, right, is attached to my roof. The eave is extended outward from my walls. I'm going to offset that 250 millimeters, 250 millimeters, right, upwards. Now, I'm going to get the center of my roof, just here. I'm going to bring this down right down at this point. This will give me the center of my roof. I'll also bring down the width of my roof because remember, these members here, the part of the roof that extends beyond the external wall is called the eave. And this is 203 millimeters from my walls. Radius might be 150, which is 6 inches. So I'm bringing down my distance from my roof. Because here you see it's away from the walls. I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to extend my fascia board, presenting here, to meet on the outside of my walls. And then I'll take a line from the end of my fascia board to the tip top here, and I bring it back here. Alright, if we go back into the floor plan, when we cut into the roof, we're going to get that triangle shape of the roof. When we cut it, and we're looking at it in a vertical perspective. So I'm going to trim out my unwanted lines. I'll trim out these for now. I just want to draw back this one. Right, so this is the outline of my walls, my slab, and my roof according to what has been cut into my roof plan. Give me that triangular shape. Alright, so this includes my walls. Alright, so this is the first part of my sectional drawing. And I want you to do just that to apply the principles of getting that your walls, your roof, together with your fascia board and your slab. Alright, so I'm going to see you in part 2 And I want to wish you all the best. Feel free to subscribe and to like the video. Thank you.